Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the PACRats. It's me, Frankie.
It's Ian.
And Jordan Ringworm Turner.
Yep, the only one
That
who gets a full name introduction because
Of
they
course.
know why. They know why.
they know why.
You
Amen.
act like it's shameful. I'm proud of my history.
You're proud of Ringworm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Frankie,
Um,
that intro sounded like you lost all of your sanity.
When?
I mean,
Like,
we're
when I
what?
said
Exactly.
Week what of quarantine now?
week 92? Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
See,
I've been.
see that girl, watch that scene, living in the quarantine.
Well, I had to work today, so that didn't help. Um, but no, I had a relative. I watched a movie today. I watched a film.
Ooh.
What film?
Yes, I watched a film. Comcast this week has been doing their watch-a-thon thing,
Mhm.
which means like certain services like give you a free like you get free access to it for a week, and then they're like, "Hey, buy us," and I'm gonna be like, "Nah, that's not happening, son. But thanks for the free week." Um, but they did like Peacock and different things and shit. But they did Epics.
Uh-huh.
The two I've been watching are Epics and History Vault.
Okay.
History Vault. I've been watching all the old documentary series they have. I've been watching two specifically. One was Bible Secrets Revealed.
Hmm.
So I've had all the secrets of the Bible revealed. You want some of the secrets of the Bible revealed to
Yes.
y'all right now?
Yes.
These are some of the main secrets I came away with. I messaged them to people. I have 5 big secrets from the Bible. All right.
This is not the topic of the episode, but it
This
is
isn't the
very.
topic,
No.
but it's important as to my sanity throughout the episode. Secret number 1. The Bible was translated a lot, so some of the words were changed. There we go.
What?
All right. Secret number 2 of the Bible. Some of the original authors of the Bible lost the pages, so some people were just like, "Hey, let's add some shit." There we go. I forget which of the Gospels, but one of the Gospels, like the original manuscript, ends with Jesus like not being in the tomb,
Okay.
and then that's like the original ending. It's just it. So they think they lost a page. So the church was like, "Hey, let's add some shit in here real quick and finish it up."
Hmm.
Wow.
All right, secret number 3. These are worded. I messaged these to a friend, so this is like word for word what I said to them as I was watching the show. Secret number 3. Believe it or not, in biblical times, when they kept excruciatingly detailed hospital records, as we all know, we don't know the exact year Jesus was born, despite these detailed hospital records.
Everybody knows that it was at a 0. Duh.
Yeah, definitely. Then I went without discovering any big secrets, and then we reached secret number 4.
Okay.
In the Old Testament of the Bible, feet is a euphemism for penis. Did y'all know this? Did y'all know
No.
this secret? Okay. In the Book of Ruth. So this is an old Jewish law. You ready to learn about some
Oh.
penises?
Come
So
on, Book of
an
Ruth.
old Jewish law, or the story of Ruth. I forget what book it's in. It's not the Book of Ruth. But so the old Jewish law is that so if a woman was married, right,
Okay.
before she could have kids, because like the first commandment. What's the first commandment? It's not the one in the 10 Commandments. Moses, sit down. The first commandment is to be fruitful and multiply. So God said, "Hey, do some fucking, have some kids." Um, so the old Jewish law is that if the wife is married and the husband dies before she can get pregnant, then it's up to traditionally the brother, if the person has a brother, but the next male in line in the family to impregnate the woman. And then that kid becomes the kid of the person who died, not the actual father. And this is fine. Like they're fine with this. Everyone's okay with it. So Ruth, in her story, her husband dies, right? She's a converted Jew. Her husband dies, and she says, "Your family is my family. Your God is my God." So she's Jewish now. Woo, yay! Uh, She doesn't have a kid though, and her husband's dead.
Uh-oh.
So in the Bible, her mother-in-law says, "Hey, go to the dude's camp. I think his name is Moab or Boab or Bazor. I don't know. I don't know these names. They're weird."
Basil.
Yeah. The mother-in-law though says, "Hey, go to the dude's tent and uncover his feet." She ain't talking about his feet. She said, "Hey, pull his dick out.
Oh my god.
He'll tell you what to do."
No,
Uh,
we're talking about ankles here. We are.
there's another story too where everyone knows David, right? David and Goliath.
Mhm.
Big fan of David.
Yeah.
Well, David, he really wanted to have sex with one of his general's wives, and he did. He just did it, and she got pregnant. Right? They
Okay.
didn't have condoms back then, and he tried to do the Puerto Rican pull out. Don't be a bitch, but it didn't work. Uh, so she's pregnant, and he's like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do? Here we go. Here's the plan. Here's the play. Big IQ plays, right?" He said to the general, he said, "Hey, come here. I know you wanna, there's a war coming, right? We all know there's a battle coming, and we want you want to be with your men to like, hype them up for the war, but you're married, right? Go to your wife, wash your feet, man, fuck your wife." And the soldier said, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that." So like more mishaps ensued, but
But
feet
wait,
means
why?
penis.
But wait, why is he so concerned about the general going home? Oh, okay.
Because
I
if the
don't know.
general has sex with the wife, then they didn't have DNA tests back then. So if the general has sex with the wife, and she's pregnant, he'll just think, "Oh, I got my wife pregnant."
Oh, he got the general's
He
wife.
got the general's wife
Oh.
pregnant. He's the
Um,
king. He can do what he's the king.
Wow.
He can do what he wants, but like really, he shouldn't be doing that. But he did it, so But
and
but
and then, but the other secret that I don't know if you don't know this, Frankie. But
yeah,
then the story continues. They go on Maury Povich.
yeah. And Maury says, "You're not the father," to the general. Well, actually, he said that to the general's dead body because the general then died in the battle the next day. So David in the fucking clear.
Yeah.
And I oop.
He only had to answer to God. You know what God did? He killed the baby.
Oh my god.
But she got pregnant with another baby, and that became King Solomon, and everyone loved him, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a
Saul.
net positive for everyone involved, except maybe the dead general. I don't know how he felt about everything. Anyway,
Well,
final
let's ask
secret.
him right now. Here he is.
It's
Uh,
it's the final secret. Are you ready for Bible secret number 5?
Yep.
All right. So people always like to say Jesus doesn't like gay sex. But Bible secret number 5, Jesus said no sex for anyone.
Uh,
Jesus said, "Hey, worship God instead of having sex. Thank you." And he said that means you too, straight people. Stop it.
we see how that turned out.
Get some help. They didn't. They didn't get any help.
No. No, they didn't.
But that's what the Bible show told me.
Huh.
The other show that I've been watching is called The Nostradamus Effect. Ooh.
Oh, I've watched that.
Yeah, it's all about how doomsday prophecies are they're coming true. For
Yes.
being the end of days right now. But it's a really funny show because um it was like made in 2010
Yeah.
when everyone was super hyped about
For 2012.
2012. Everyone was hyped about it, including the show. And there's a whole episode dedicated to 2012 being the end of the world. And it's
It-
fucking fantastic. Every of the talking head, they interview people. Everyone
Uh-huh.
is so confident.
I
that
mean, it
2012 is
might
the
as
end of the
well have
world.
ended at 2012, you
well,
know?
did you see the thing? And I forget what calendar it is.
The Mayan
But
calendar.
is it the Mayan calendar where, like,
Yeah.
according to their calendar, it is 2012 and 2020?
Is that it? Is that what it is?
There's some
No. The
calendar
Mayan
that, like, everyone thought they were so wrong because they were, like, so far behind.
I don't believe it. I'm looking it up. I'm looking up 2012 is 2020, and we're gonna see what pops up on Google. 2012 is bullshit. 2020 is when we'll really be in trouble. Jesus Christ. This was published in 2012. Are we ready for this?
Mhm.
Oh no, what is it?
This is from scientist Peter Turchin. If this is a picture of Peter Turchin, it looks like it's an illustration. He looks like George Lucas, but fatter.
So George Lucas.
But like if he lost weight and then regained it back.
Again, George Lucas.
He suggests that the peaks of violence in the U.S. work on a 50-year cycle, with the next upheaval set to hit humanity in 2020. Wait, what was 50 years ago? 1970?
Yes.
Was there a huge like peak of violence in the U.S. in 1970? I don't.
Let me look that up.
His theory is called Clio dynamic theory of violence. When I said Clio dynamic, my phone thought I was talking to Siri. So.
That's funny.
Well, that's when the Manson family was.
Violence.
Oh.
Violence can be different things. There's group on group violence, right? Then there's group against individual violence, and then there's individual against group violence. Oh, it just builds to 2020, so it doesn't like okay. Awesome. This man. All right. I don't see any. I'm gonna type in 2012 is 2020 calendar then, because that wasn't at all what you were talking about.
No, it was not. I'm looking it up right now.
I'm pretty sure you don't know what Dynamic.
Is it Ethiopian?
Oh, it is Ethiopia. Here we go, baby. Ethiopia here. Ethiopian calendar 2012 is technically 2020, but they got megabits involved, so I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what Listen. Technically, yeah, they're in 2012 in Ethiopia, but is God really running on the Ethiopian calendar? What's going on?
Maybe. Dude, I don't know.
Is that what he's running right now? Is that
I'm the chosen people, but like I don't know. I don't get told things.
Well, do you know the big doomsday theory? It's never going to happen. Doomsday can never happen. Based on the big doomsday theory. You need 3 things to happen. You ready for this?
What?
All right, go. Fuck, I forgot the third. The first thing, number one. The Jews need to go back to the Holy Land.
Well,
they did it. All right. Number two.
Oh no.
The Jews need to take back Jerusalem. They did it. Number 3. They have to rebuild Solomon's temple in the exact place that it was, right? Solomon's temple was built on the Temple Mount. Do you know what sits on the Temple Mount today?
What?
The Dome on the Rock, which is the holiest shrine in Islam.
So
there's not a chance in hell that thing comes down.
Okay, so we're good.
But supposedly, once the Jewish people rebuild the temple on the Temple Mount, then the Antichrist is going to come, and him, along with Satan and what's his name, the false prophet, yeah, they're going to become the unholy trinity, and they're going to fuck it. What am I looking for? Oh, they're going to like reign for 3.5 years, specifically 3.5 years.
Why 3.5?
I don't know. Because it's half of 7, and everything revolves around 7 in the apocalypse. There's the 7 seals, followed by the 7 trumpets, followed by the 7 vials of poison, which seems like overkill to me.
Yeah, that's a lot of poison.
It's a lot of... Well, even before then, people are dying. By the time you get to poison vial 1, like, there's no one left. Slow it down. Anyway,
Overkill.
But I've been watching that a lot. So that's what I've been doing. But the movie I watched, sorry, we're off track.
yeah, we're big off track.
When are we never off track?
It's entertaining. Let me ramble about these conspiracies. They're fucking weird. Okay. Anyway, the movie I watched Rocket Man.
I love Rocket Man.
It was very good. Rocket Man is really good.
Nice.
I enjoyed
got
it maybe even slightly more than Bohemian Rhapsody, and I am of the few people who actually enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody.
God, I watched the movie and like, Bohemian Rhapsody is so bad. And I think the reason why is because,
The editing.
well, yeah, the editing shit that hurts me, but like also because Elton John was so involved in Rocket Man,
Yeah.
and Freddie Mercury's dead. But
What?
yeah, shock. I
Since
know.
when?
Since when?
Since 1992,
No,
91. I don't
no,
know.
Frankie. Everybody knows that in 1992, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Come
That's
on.
true. That's true. That's true. That's very true. That is a fact. It's a science fact. No, but like they don't shy away from the fact, hey, Elton John is gay, as much as
What?
they do in the
That's true.
the pressure. This movie obviously comes out after Bohemian Rhapsody does, and Bohemian Rhapsody PG-13 because they don't have any like really a lot of references to Freddie Mercury being gay,
Mhm.
and so they can get away with that and make it PG-13. It made a ton of money, and they wanted to do the same thing with Rocket Man and like Elton John and the director and the writers. Mostly Elton John and the writers actually said no way. There's not a chance we're doing that. So they had to include everything, and it made it R rated,
Yes.
and also got it banned in a few countries.
That's okay. That is the sacrifice we made.
That's how you know it's doing good.
Yeah. It's a very good movie.
Oops, sorry.
It's very touching. It's I didn't expect it to be like it's a musical.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect it to, like I figured there'd be songs in it, but I didn't expect it to be like a full musical thing. But it is. It's very good. It's very good.
Nice.
It only goes up to the 80s though,
Yeah.
which I guess is like it makes sense because there's not a lot of strife going on in his life after that.
Yeah, there is. He wrote "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" Duh.
Is that strife? Is that a bad thing?
I don't know. Is it?
I thought it was a good song.
I think it could be.
I thought that was a good song. Don't you love when lions give you bedroom eyes in a animated family film?
All right, chill.
That's what was missing from the live action one.
Yeah, there were no bedroom eyes from lions. Guys, I'm very excited. Before we get into the topic of the episode, almost 20 minutes into this, because Ian brought up The Lion King, I'm very excited because Ian will appreciate this, and we can watch it all together when it releases, the three of us, and I will
Are we
encourage
talking about Hamilton?
No, not Hamilton. Fuck it. Fuck Hamilton. This is about The Lion King, bitch.
Okay.
The three of us can watch this together. I encourage everyone to watch it when it releases. You will see a post on our Instagram and our Facebook page about it because I'm that fucking hyped.
Oh, this is the first time we're recording since we have a Facebook page, isn't it?
It is the first time we're recording since we have a Facebook page. So we haven't really posted anything on the Facebook page yet.
No,
but we
there's
posted any
nothing on the
videos.
Facebook page.
We haven't posted any videos yet, so I'm gonna post as soon as I upload the first video, and then I will ask you guys to promote that post. But
Well, of course.
Okay.
But, and again, I repeat, but
And it's a big one.
one of my favorite YouTube channels, and one of Ian's, I think, YMS, Your Movie Sucks,
Yes.
going to do a review of the Lion King live action and talk about why it fails compared to the animated film.
Yes.
But in his research for the video, he found a new video that he is making to release before that video releases,
What?
which is about how people who think that the Lion King took from Kimba, the white lion, are stupid idiots and should seek help.
I mean, we knew that.
Some people don't know that. Like one of the things he's looking at is like this college like a law professor who teaches copyright law, talking about it.
Well, not all lawyers are smart, as
Not all
you know.
people are. That's
I was
true.
gonna make a joke, but I'll
Go ahead,
refrain.
make a joke. Make a joke.
No, no,
Make a joke, bitch.
no.
This episode will not proceed until a joke has been made.
No.
Here's a joke. My love life. All right.
No. Ooh.
There. A joke has been made. We can.
I think. Are you describing all of our situations? Are you describing two of our situations?
Yes. Yes. Which two? I'll never know.
If one of us is having a successful love life right now, I'm just like, we're not gonna name names. We're not gonna name names.
Yeah,
we're just
not
gonna point out. We're not naming any names. I'm seriously not gonna name any names. But next week you won't see them on the episode, so it's fine.
What?
They won't be here. They named themselves. I'm so sorry. I said I wouldn't name names. They named themselves. That's not on me.
Wow, how dare you?
So, the topic of the episode, which I don't even know, because it's serial killers. We're gonna do a series on serial killers, but I have not profiled this one. I don't know who has been profiled. It is brought to us by criminal profiler extraordinaire Jordan Ringworm Turner. So, Professor Turner.
Professor Ringworm Turner.
It's just Professor Ringworm.
Professor
Right.
Ringworm. What serial killer will you be teaching us and the audience about?
Well, you know, funny enough, it's Elton John.
Oh my
No.
god! Oh my god!
It's not.
That would have been that would have taken a turn.
Shock. They didn't include that in the movie. They didn't
There's
not.
just right. There it is.
They didn't mention that at all.
So first, I want to say that I didn't do any actual research.
Okay.
I listened to a podcast
That's
called
research.
My Favorite Murder.
Are you stealing other people's research as right
Yep.
now?
100%.
Frankie, we steal other people's ideas all the time.
That's a lie. I only ever steal Jordan's ideas.
That's true.
Frankie, 2 of our segments that we're going to continue soon are stolen.
That's fair. This whole show is stolen. Go on.
Okay. Are we ready? Can we proceed?
Yeah. I'm not.
Wow.
Man. No one's holding this up except
Wow,
you.
wow,
Whoa.
it's like they're an actual professor. They're like the teacher in school that's like, I'll wait.
No one's holding this up except for you. I
Okay.
don't.
Exactly.
Anyways, it's Herbert Mullin.
That's a bad name.
Yeah.
It sounds like Herbert Mullen.
You're not wrong. So he was most active in the 70s.
There's the violence.
This was in
That's the violence he was talking about.
This
it
all ties
happened
together.
in Santa Cruz, and you know who else was also very active in Santa Cruz in the 70s?
The Mansons?
Edmund Kemper, the co-ed
Yeah.
killer.
But we're not talking about him, right?
No, but it has to do with this. I promise.
Oh my god. Were they friends?
They had a club,
Did they have a little club?
a bowling league.
We'll get there, okay? And not till the very end, but we'll get there.
Were they bowling champions?
So, Mullen was born April 18th, 1947.
Oh no, that's close
he
to my
grew up-
birthday.
Oh.
He grew up in a very strict Catholic family.
I did not, so we're good.
He was considered to be very athletic and handsome in high
Yeah.
school,
Yeah,
and
need
he
to look
was
up a picture.
voted most likely to succeed.
I'm
What is
looking
this
up a
guy's
picture
name?
of this man. Herbert Mullen. Aw, he's
When-
ugly.
He is
is
ugly. When
He's
he
got
went
your middle
to
name though, Ian.
You mean your first name?
But your middle name, bitch. Shut up. It's in the same position as your name, so I don't want to fucking hear it.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ, it's
continue.
like toddlers. So he went to college for engineering.
Where'd he
and
go to college?
Really, I don't remember.
How? That's
and he really wanted to join the military. Unfortunately, when he was younger, his best friend was killed in a car accident.
Oh, what a sad.
And this triggered kind of like his first psychotic episode. It happened around the same, and I don't remember what age this happened, so if one of you could look it up for me. When schizophrenia most often shows in young men. I want to say it's like 17, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'll look it up.
But that's when this whole car accident happened. So after his friend died, he built a shrine in his bedroom.
For his friend?
For his friend. And he would sit in front of it alone for hours, to the point of he broke up with his girlfriend because he thought it was turning him gay.
Gay? What? Wait.
Yes.
The shrine was turning him gay, or his girlfriend was turning him gay?
The shrine.
To go back on the schizophrenia, late teens to early 20s, so he was right at that age.
I would like to point out to you both that if either of you died in a horrific car accident, I would not build a shrine to you.
Oh.
I just want to let you know right now.
Well, guess I'm gonna have to come haunt you. Anyways, he became obsessed with the idea of reincarnation.
Ooh.
He also started hearing voices and becoming paranoid, so you give and you take.
You give and you take.
His family really started to worry about his behavior. Some of the things he used to, well, I guess he might still do it, I don't know.
To be fair, I'm worried about his behavior at this point.
He started to beg his sister for sex, which I don't know about you, but that's very gay.
Wait, he begged his... Wait, what did he do?
He begged his sister for sex.
Is that gay?
It was a joke because he broke up with his girlfriend because he thought he might be gay.
Yeah, but then he realized he wasn't.
Yeah.
He figured it out.
He also began to compulsively imitate his brother-in-law, as in, like, his sister's husband.
Was he trying to cuck him, by the way? That's what this sounds like?
I don't know.
It sounds like a cuck situation.
Later...
Oh my gosh. Speaking of the word cuck, I finally heard that be used in, like, a YouTube video. I thought, like, it was just a word that, like, our good friend would say.
No. Also, though, when you listen to this one back, you're going to hear it for a second time in a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Who said I was going to listen to this back?
You always listen to them back.
There's no proof.
There is.
The one view we have on our videos.
That could be, like... I was going to say my mom, but never mind.
Oh, no.
Hey, Mom! Dead Mom!
Alright, that's copyright strike number 2. Yes.
It's okay, the show's closed. It's okay.
Anyways.
All shows are closed, dude.
Yikes.
What? Well, but it's not reopening.
Yeah, they're closed.
And neither is Frozen.
Oh.
Anyway.
Looks like this show has been nice.
Oh my god. Goodbye.
Sorry, go on. We have like 9 pages to get through.
Yeah, we do have 9 pages to get through.
Oh,
we're only finishing up page 1.
Oh, can we get Spark Notes?
I'm trying to give you the Spark Notes. So, this behavior of, like, compulsively imitating people was later on diagnosed as echopraxia, which it basically is just when you imitate any action of a person. And it's like foil is called, this is just a fun fact, echoplalia, I think is how it's pronounced. And that's when you imitate what someone says. That is just a fun fact. So to treat his paranoia, he started taking copious amounts of LSD in the early 70s.
Because that's what I do for paranoia.
He was also taking amphetamines. So that's fun. That's exactly what you want to take when you're paranoid. So he began to believe that his friend's death was part of this like cosmic plan, and he changed his major from engineering to philosophy, and he added to his list of obsessions religion and natural disasters.
Listen, I just want to say that I no longer apologize for derailing the show at the beginning because I've been watching television shows about nothing but religion and natural disasters.
And to counterbalance that, I am a natural disaster, so this is fitting.
You are. So
you weren't supposed to agree with that.
In 1969, he was officially diagnosed with severe paranoid schizophrenia.
That's not as nice, but the year.
And he allowed his family to commit him to the, oh gosh, where is it? Mendocino State Hospital.
That's pretty good, you know.
Except he checked himself out 6 weeks later.
All right, that's not as good. I mean, it doesn't. We all know it doesn't end well because he is a serial killer.
Correct.
He's never good when they check themselves out.
Oh, it never is. He spent short periods of times in various mental institutions and jumping between small jobs, and just doing like so much yoga and meditation. Like just so much of it. He also, during this period of time, was an amateur boxer. And I don't know if you know anything about serial killers, but almost all of them can be linked back to a brain injury. Boxing. At one point during his amateur boxing career, he was forcibly removed from the ring because he refused to quit beating the shit out of his opponent. So, you know. He also tried to become a priest.
Listen. They need priests. What kind of a Catholic priest?
I would assume so.
But he's not a virgin. I don't. Well, I assume.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, I assume his sister didn't sleep with him, so it's fine.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know. It didn't really talk about any of that.
70s were weird. They did weird shit back then.
So, he started to get this, like, theory and believed that human blood sacrifice would stop earthquakes from hitting California.
Here's the thing, though. Let me tell him something right now. It won't. Because when Jesus breaks that seal, when he breaks the earthquake seal for the end of the world, then it's over. He can't.
Yeah.
And
you can't put it back no matter what.
And to add insult to injury, it'll all be done to Kiss from a Rose by the artist seal.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I love that we can talk about murder in such a light way.
Hey, listen. You said you got inspiration from this from My Favorite Murder.
I love that podcast, though.
To be fair, they're very respectful in that show.
And it's really funny because they're comedians.
I also listen, though, to Last Podcast on the Left.
Yes, they talk about that all the time on My Favorite Murder.
Yeah, where they also talk about serial killers all the time, and they're acting like the way me and Ian behave, so...
Yeah.
We also all watch BuzzFeed Unsolved, so...
Oh, true.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that other one, not My Favorite Murder, but the other one is American.
Last Podcast on the Left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this just proves that Canadians are nice, we Americans are trash. Anyway, continue.
So it's funny you bring up Canadians, because for a hot minute, Mullen thought that he was going to move to Canada.
Yeah. Yes. Because the world doesn't... You do know that blood sacrifices are most effective in Canada.
Mm. All right, are we ready?
I don't have a joke for that, so you can keep going.
So he thought that the violence that happened during the Vietnam War was enough to control the earthquakes through the late 60s. But when it ended, there wasn't anything to stop earthquakes.
Wait, How long did the blood sacrifices last?
To the late 60s.
When did they when were the original ones though that they went until the 60s?
He didn't do anything yet.
No, but he said they ended in the 60s. So when did they who's
He's saying that
it's like the Vietnam War.
War was a blood
Like all the
sacrifice.
bloodshed from the Vietnam War.
Oh, see, I didn't hear that. Okay.
He also believed that since his birthday, which was April 18th, hold on,
Oh no.
My thing refreshed. Oh jeez. Here we are.
You have to start all over again.
So since his birthday was April 18th, which was the same day as an earthquake that leveled San Francisco and the death day of Albert Einstein, he thought that this made him the leader of his generation and therefore meant it was his responsibility to make sure enough people died to prevent big earthquakes.
So, wait, because Albert Einstein died?
Yep.
Yeah.
What if, he didn't die? Think of how many lives could have been saved.
He's in the Lincoln Memorial with Tupac and Biggie.
Jesus. So,
and Amelia Earhart. They're just all there.
Wow. His first murder happened on October 13th, 1972. He was 24 years old. He was going to visit his parents. What?
Oh no, I'm 24.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but so he went to visit his parents when he claims he received a telepathic message from his father telling him, quote, "Herb, I want you to kill me some people."
Oh, so it wasn't from God, though. That's good. That's strange.
Correct.
He seems to be on some sort of holy war, but God's not even talking to him.
He sees a homeless man on the side of the road, so he pulls over and he fixes car trouble. The man comes over to see if he can help, and Herbert bludgeons him to death with a baseball bat. Jesus. And leaves the body where it lies, only for it to be found days later.
Yeah, no one cares about the homeless back then.
Well, also, his parents lived out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Less than 2 weeks later, he picks up a hitchhiker named Mary Guilfoyle. She's a student at UC Santa Cruz.
I'm assuming this doesn't end well for Mary.
No. He stabs her in the heart while she's in his car, and then he brings her body into the woods, cuts her open, hangs her insides from tree branches, and examines them for pollution. She wasn't found for several months.
To be fair, one, that's good disposal of a body. You hit it. Two, that's how you do a blood sacrifice. None of this beating someone with a baseball bat. You gotta get the innards out.
And 3, that's how you check for pollution.
Well, it gets better.
The FDA actually regulated it.
It's FDA regulated, yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's why they do autopsies.
Exactly.
Yeah. When her body was finally found, again, several months later, police just assumed it was the work of Edmund Kemper because what are the chances of there being another serial killer in the same area at the same time?
In the 70s, very high.
Well, I mean, we look back on that now, but
Well, they should have known. They should have known. Everyone knows about Selauthion theory. Yeah, right?
Do we?
Is that what it was? Violent Seleucide theory? And, 50 years ago is the peak of violence and everything.
All right, anyway.
I'm very confident in what I'm saying right now.
So, Mary's murder haunted him so much. To the point that, on All Souls Day, which was November 2nd, he goes to Los Gatos, I think that's how it's pronounced, Catholic Church, and he confesses to Father Henry Tomsey. And he confesses every murder he's done thus far, which is only the 2. in
Okay.
detail.
Yeah, this is all right. Now we're getting into hot take religion edition part 2
Oh no.
because I had some hot takes earlier about
When he finished, a voice told him that the priest was offering himself up to be sacrificed.
Oh, so he kills the priest.
So Herbert murders him in the confessional. He
Okay,
stabbed him, if you were
alright.
curious.
I'm not as angry anymore at the priest.
Wait, who did what?
Herbert murders the priest after he confesses.
In
the other murders.
In the thing?
In the confessional, correct. He stabbed him.
I was about to be real angry at the priest. Like, real angry. Because confession is one of the things I hate a lot.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, let's say Herbert didn't kill this dude, right?
Okay.
This man confessed in detail to 2 murders. And the priest is under no obligation whatsoever to tell anyone about these murders or that
Correct.
someone confessed, and he could actually get in trouble if he told somebody about it.
Exactly. And that's like the case with a lot of serial killers where they're not found so early.
And it's like, fuck confession, you know? Like, listen, I'm all for cleansing yourself of sin. I'm all about that. I love it. I love a good sin cleanse, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We all know that about me. It's like fun fact number 5 that everyone knows about me. But if someone confesses to murder in a confessional, let somebody in on that secret, I think God will forgive you for that one.
Maybe.
I'm thinking God's gonna be like, hey, someone told a secret about a murder, someone committed actual murder. One of those is a commandment. Moses said it, and God carved that shit on stone, and stone's permanent.
Is it?
The Rosetta Stone, pretty fucking permanent.
Favorite way to learn languages, Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, pretty fucking permanent. So,
All right. Are we ready?
sure, yeah. He killed the priest.
What?
He's at 3, by the way. He's at 3.
So to recap, he finishes his confession about the 2 murders.
So we get 2 homeless
The priest supposedly, like a voice told him that the priest was offering himself up as sacrifice.
Just a voice. Does he specify who the
Just
voice is?
No.
It's just a voice.
It's
okay.
a voice.
He doesn't say God told me. Again.
Correct. I mean, he's a paranoid schizophrenic, so like, you know.
Yeah.
And he stabs the priest in the confessional and just leaves the church.
All right. That's smart. Get out fast.
So after this...
Is he not... Oh, this is the 70s. Never mind. I was going to ask a stupid question.
What was your question?
I want to hear the stupid question.
Well, I was going to ask, is he not leaving any fucking physical evidence around? But I forgot. They don't give a shit about physical evidence.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, no. Isn't, like, DNA still, like, at this point, they're like, no, it doesn't matter.
DNA's like the 90s when people started even accepting it. Cause, like...
And now they're like, DNA? Eh.
Yeah, then in 95, like the O.J. Simpson trial, like one of the big things with that was like, look at all this DNA we have, but like we have to explain it to people so they understand what DNA is.
Yeah, right. Frankie, the glove didn't fit.
Look,
oh my god,
this man is guilty. I'm saying it on air now.
I don't think that's a you know. You know, I don't think you're wrong in that statement.
The jury of me finds him guilty.
I think that's a common agreement. There.
All right. Okay. All right. What did this? But this man's already killed one more person than O.J. Simpson. So.
So next he tries to enlist in the Marines.
Are these? Wait, I do have a actual question.
What?
A legitimate question. A serious one. Are these all confirmed? Like he did?
Oh
this?
yes. Yes.
Okay.
He confesses to all of it.
Like these 3 are confirmed though.
Yes.
Because like serial killers love to say, "Oh, I killed like 900 people," and you're like, "You killed 5," but.
No, everything. I mean, it was all like he confessed. They found.
Okay. He's not padding the stats.
No. So next he tries to enlist in the Marines, and he passes both the physical and the psychiatric exams.
How? How did he pass? What? Was the psychiatric exam just, how you feeling today, bud?
I mean, it's the 70s, probably.
You feeling all right? I mean, he said, yeah, I'm feeling all right. They're like, all right, let's give this man a gun.
But
not so different to now.
He fails because they bring up his arrest record, and it shows a history of bizarre behavior.
Bizarre behavior.
He goes crazy.
I would too.
He has said that if he would have made it into the Marines, he would never have become a serial killer, but like he's already killed 3 people and that qualifies him as a serial killer. So
yeah, so he's a liar too.
Yeah.
He's not only a serial killer, he's also a liar. And which is worse?
Hard to say.
Actually, according to Dante, in hell, the worst part of hell, like the closest to the devil himself, is fraud.
I love that.
The worst sin is betrayal, by the way. That's the worst sin you can commit.
Yikes. So, after he's, like, told no from the Marines, he stops taking massive amounts of acid every day.
He starts or stops?
Stops. And his schizophrenia gets out of control.
The acid was helping him?
Yes.
How many people
As it turns out.
Wasn't dropping this much acid? Wasn't doing well because he already killed 3 people.
So I can't remember this next victim's last name, but his first name is Jim. Jim was the high school pot dealer. And Mullen decides to kill Jim because he sold him pot, and he thinks he is now part of the plot against him to destroy his mind.
Well, pot, yeah.
A voice told Mullen to buy a gun because it'd be a cleaner kill.
That is a fact. That's true. The voice is correct.
It is correct. This one time, it is correct.
It's still not good.
No.
But it was... Ian, did I say it was good?
No.
I said it was correct. If I stab you, that's messier than a gunshot, depending on the caliber of the bullet.
I don't have that information.
What'd you say?
I said I don't know.
Why do I know this?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I know a lot. I watch a lot of true crime things. Ian, I spent the entire weekend watching a show about doomsday prophecies.
True.
Do you think I haven't spent a weekend watching some true crime documentaries? What?
I mean, same, but like... Okay.
So,
Go on.
January 25th, 1973.
A new year, baby.
He drives to Jim's house, like the one he lived in when he was in high school.
I'm assuming Jim doesn't live there anymore.
Well, instead of meeting Jim at the front door, he runs into the current resident, Kathy Francis.
Oh, Kathy, no.
She gives him Jim's new address. So that night, he drives there and he kills Jim and his wife. He stabs them. He doesn't shoot them with the gun. He stabs them.
Why did he bring the gun then?
I don't know. Oh no, he did shoot them with the gun. I read my notes wrong. And then he stabs them repeatedly post-mortem.
That defeated the whole purpose of the gun. The voice is angry.
He goes back to Kathy's place.
No, not Kathy!
And murders her and her 2 sons.
No, that's upsetting.
So what's our body count? We've got
that's
3.
A lot of math. That's a lot.
4, 5.
That's
6,
8. We're at 8.
7, 8.
We're at 8.
I'm glad you guys did that.
I did that way faster than Jordan did. I just want to point that out.
So, less than 2 weeks later.
As the Asian.
Oh, hold on. Okay, chill, Frankie. Police, when they discovered Jim and his wife's bodies, and Kathy and her son's bodies.
Yeah.
Just assumed it was drug related.
Well, Jim is a drug dealer, so that's a good assumption. Although, wait a second. Cops are stupid. Because...
I mean,
You heard it here.
You're not wrong.
Because... The Kathy thing, I don't know, like, what the crime scene looked like, but I'm assuming the gym crime scene is pretty fucking messy because there's a lot of stabbing going on and shooting. The drug dealer, if it was a drug thing, it would have been a shot and a robbery, more than likely. There wouldn't have been
with Jim, they assumed it was drugs because he had a history.
That's true, but there wouldn't be that excessive amount of stabbing.
Well, I mean, they're stupid. What do you want?
I'm just pointing it out to them. I just want them to understand their stupidity.
Yeah. You stupid idiots.
Yep.
Fucking stupid idiot.
So, less than 2 weeks later, Mullen is at Henry Cow Redwood State Park, and he runs into 4 teen boys who are camping. I did not write down their names.
Wait a second. Is it 4 teenagers or 14 boys?
4 teenager boys.
Okay. I was like, Jesus Christ, 14 at one time? That's a fucking...
I did not write down their names, but they were like upper teens.
Okay.
He pretends to be a park ranger, and he tells them that they have to leave because they are making pollution.
That's a good, that is a law enforcement term, yeah. The crime is making pollution.
So the boys are like, well, no, and they dismiss him, and he shoots them all with a rifle. Oh, he stole a rifle from Jim's house. Or no, I'm reading my notes wrong again. I promise I'm not dyslexic. He steals a rifle from the campsite and shoots them.
Okay. Also, that wouldn't be dyslexia. You're just, like, bad at reading.
Yeah.
Like, dyslexia,
I mean, I didn't learn how to read till the end of first grade, so...
You just flip the letters, not the entire paragraph. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe you flip a word or a sentence, but, like, not the whole paragraph going down. Christ.
His final murder.
I'm ready.
His
final? Oh, wow. Well, we're at 12. That's a pretty good amount.
Yeah. It's February 13th, 1973.
Okay.
I don't know what this first name is supposed to be.
Right? He did so much.
I really butchered typing down the first name. But the last name is Perez.
Fred.
He's 70. Is it Fred?
Yeah, Fred Perez.
Look at you.
Is he on the Wikipedia page right now?
Maybe.
Probably. He's
70. To read along.
Fred Perez is 73 years old. And he was in his front yard doing front yard stuff. And Mullen drives by and shoots him.
Wikipedia says he was weeding his lawn, so...
Alright. I believe it.
I prefer doing front lawn stuff.
A neighbor witnesses this and writes down the license plate and alerts the police.
Uh-oh.
Mullen is arrested with no incident, but he's very uncooperative. This is the iconic bit. His response to everything said to him is to scream, silence.
So he just screams, silence!
Yes.
Silence!
Absolutely. That's his response to everything the police ask him.
I love that.
So, in the time that Mullen is being held in a cell...
That was 13 people.
Who gets arrested and put in the adjoining cell but Kemper?
Is it Eddie Kemper? I was going to ask him.
Yes, it's Kemper. And it's kind of cute.
Do they start dating?
Kemper,
I hope they start dating. Darn.
Kemper accuses Mullen of stealing his dump sites, which is really funny because Mullen never dumped bodies. He just left them where they were. Mullen confesses to all the murders and explained it was for earthquake prevention. He also claimed that when he murdered the boys, he asked them telepathically for permission and they all said yes.
Wait, the boys, like the teenage
At the
boys,
campsite, yes.
they all said yes to die.
Correct. He was found guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder.
Two.
Which was,
Two.
Yes. Which was Jim and Kathy, because they could prove that they were premeditated. And 8 counts of second-degree murder.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because he has a mental disease, so you can mitigate down to second degree.
And if we're going by degrees, one is spicier than the other. It's degrees.
Do you want to know the craziest part of this whole thing, though? This is the last bullet point I have.
It's not this. Not the fact that he didn't claim God was talking to him.
It's not. It's So he was sentenced to life in prison, but he is eligible for parole. Do we want to guess when?
This year.
2021. He'll be 74 years old.
We were close. We were close.
That's so soon. Oh, should we throw a party for him when he comes out?
I think we should, and I think we should have him on an episode of the podcast.
Well, he's not going to get paroled. Well, first off, that's not happening. So, don't count your eggs before they chicken. You know, as the saying goes.
Is there anything else, Frankie?
No, that's it.
No, Frankie, did you want to continue with that statement, or?
I said the saying. Yeah. Don't count your eggs before they chicken. I said what I said. You heard it. You heard it here, folks.
So how did we like that?
It was a good episode.
That's 9 pages of notes.
We've ended now. We're stopping recording. No, that... No outro or anything. We're just done. That was good. That was good note-taking by you, first of all.
Thank you. I just listened to a podcast and wrote it down.
I'm going to do actual research, and by that I mean I'm going to go on a Wikipedia page.
Well, I can guarantee you that
literally everything that's written.
They got it off of Wikipedia.
That's true. I'm going to do a Wikipedia page, and then I'll diversify out from there. But this was very good. This was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. Especially with me and Ian just being idiots.
Burp.
I had to burp, and I couldn't move the mic away in time. It's not getting edited out either. Fuck it.
That's fine.
All these idiots can listen to my burp.
That's all right. Wow, he was actually like a pretty decent height. Wow, look at that.
5'9".
How tall was he? 5'9". Ooh, too tall. Not the ideal male height.
What's the ideal male height?
He has his own website.
The ideal male height is 5'6". Ian, we all know this.
I'm right above.
Are you 5'7"?
Yeah.
I'm 5'5". I'm too short.
Wait, so you know how you can have prison pen pals? Do you think he'll be my prison pen pal?
Please don't do that.
Jordan, no. Jordan, no.
He won't get my address.
No, don't.
Jordan, no.
He has telepathic powers, Jordan.
Oh, shoot.
He probably knows that we're talking about him right now.
Oh, so I'm on his website, right? He has a website.
Yeah,
there was
that's how
an
he finds your
update
address.
on October 3rd, 2019.
It's October 3rd.
Hey, still in prison. Today, I saw a butterfly.
Oh, it's just a bunch of religious things. That's really weird.
Yeah, he's a fucking religious nut.
Oh my gosh, no, he actually, keeps up this website. I thought this was someone, who made a website about him. This is his website.
No, prisoners get internet access.
Oh my god.
Do they?
Some of them do.
Oh.
I want to read the last part of this like update that he posted.
Is it the religious thing?
It's under the religious thing.
All right.
Let's go.
It says, I am glad you visited my website. As
Oh, I'm not.
usual, I must say I am very sorry for having committed the 13 crime spree. I show true sorrow and true remorse in my daily prayer life. I hope and pray that the God of America will guide, protect, and improve the victims' souls in future lives. Good health and good wealth, blessings for them. Herb Mullen.
I can't find his website, and that's very sad.
Go to the wiki.
His Wikipedia?
Yeah. It's
There
like
it is.
the little like thing under his photo. It's the last one.
Oh, and they have an updated picture of him.
To be fair to you, I wanted to let you know he's been
He has an
denied parole
Instagram.
10 times. So
He has an Instagram, you guys.
He's an Instagram?
Yeah.
Dude, can we follow? Can the PACRats Instagram follow him?
no,
He has a
absolutely
private
not.
account
Please,
with 300 posts.
please.
I will take that page down.
How
I'll
much?
have you
How
know.
much to follow him?
What do you mean, how much?
For me to follow him. He's only following 4 other people, and he has 48 followers.
Yeah, don't follow him.
I want to follow him.
I'm not gonna give you money to follow a serial killer.
His next parole hearing is in February 2021. So. So much
Crazy.
silence.
I'm sorry, art? Oh my god, this man makes art.
Of course he does.
Oh my god.
Have you read the stuff that Ed Kemper said about him?
No.
Oh, is it about him singing?
Yeah, so here's like from the Wikipedia page. It's Mullen is this is like under trial and imprisonment.
Okay.
So in custody, he confessed to his crime, said he'd been told by voices to kill people in order to prevent an earthquake. He claimed the reason there had not been an earthquake recently was in fact due to his work. 8 days after his arrest, a 5.8 magnitude earthquake struck Southern California.
Wow, we love that.
The Santa Cruz Deputy District Attorney's Office charged Mullen with 10 murders. He admitted to all the crimes, and therefore the trial focused on whether he was sane and culpable. The fact that he covered his tracks and showed premeditation in some of his crimes was highlighted by the prosecution. The verdict was delivered. He was declared guilty of first-degree murder for Jim and Kathy. And the other 8 murders were guilty of second-degree murder. I don't know which ones he wasn't charged for. It doesn't mention which of the 13 he wasn't charged for. Because he has 13 kills, but 3 of them he didn't get charged. I assume it would be...
Well, I think now it's 11 because the next one is about the murder of Henry, like the third guy.
They charged him for the murder of Henry Tommy on December 11th. So
there's
after
only
it,
2.
he pleaded guilty. Yeah, so there's only 2, and I would assume that those 2 would be the first 2. One, because Lawrence White was found several days later, and probably because Mary Guilfoyle, by the time it had been arrested, it had already been attributed to Ed Kemper.
Yeah.
Life imprisonment, denied parole 10 times. But okay, he is noted to have had interactions with Edmund Kemper. The 2 shared adjoining cells at one point, which you mentioned. Kemper recalled, well, Mullen had a habit of singing and bothering people when somebody tried to watch TV, so I threw water on him to shut him up. Then, when he was a good boy, I'd give him some peanuts. Herbie liked peanuts. That was effective because pretty soon he asked permission to sing. That's called behavior modification treatment.
Oh my god. I didn't realize they had a dom sub relationship.
He appears 3 times in popular culture. He's played in the 2008 direct-to-video horror film Kemper, the Co-Ed Killer. He's the subject of an episode of Born to Kill. He's also mentioned twice and even portrayed in a flashback on Criminal Minds. I don't remember that in Criminal Minds, but
Wow, he did all 13 of those murders in like 4 months.
Yeah.
to be also some of the things you didn't note. He extinguished cigarettes on his own skin,
Whack.
and he was evicted from an apartment because he repeatedly pounded on the floor, shouting at people who were not there.
Whack.
Whack.
His clothes, whack. The way he walks, whack.
Oh my god. So the second victim, or the first victim?
Yes.
Is the first victim? Yeah. So here he goes. Mullen was to claim later that victim was Jonah from the Bible. And he had sent Mullen a telepathic message saying, "Pick me up and throw me over the boat. Kill me so that others will be saved."
Wow.
Wow. Also, in high school, he was voted most likely to succeed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We love that. Wow.
He
This
thought
guy.
his life was being ruined by a powerful group of hippies. After he got denied from being in the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also remember Karen and Georgia, they run the My Favorite Murder podcast. Saying something about how I don't remember, it happened pretty early in the timeline of he went to talk to his parents or something, and he became convinced that they were plotting against him.
His parents.
Yes. Like, it was after the second murder, but I can't remember if it happened, like, when after the second murder. But it was, like, pretty early-ish. Wow. I really want to follow him on Instagram.
Please do not do that.
No.
I'm letting you know. Don't do that.
I shouldn't have said anything about the Instagram.
Wow. This was such a good one. I got, like, so excited over it.
It's a very good episode.
I enjoyed this a lot.
I hope you guys live up to the expectation.
He burned his cock with a cigarette because of the voices.
What? Where do you see that?
It's on a website. It's on Murderpedia. I don't know how accurate this website is.
I love that. Wow. This guy.
I don't think this is a very accurate website because it says he beat the fuck out of someone. So
No, that's
No, he did. Like, he beat, like, a lot of his victims.
Police terms,
Oh, no, he did. Remember when he was an amateur boxer?
Yeah. No, it was, like, about more of the murders, not...
Oh.
Like, I know you beat him, but...
Those are the technical terms, Frankie.
Yeah.
Medical and police and law, they use those terms, Beat the fuck out of them.
Santa Cruz was known as Murderville, USA during this time, just because of him and Kemper.
Yep. Just two guys being dudes.
No. These are like on the fun facts, and it says interesting bits and quotes. Another short guy who became a killer.
Just two guys being dudes.
Just two dudes being guys. Two guys being gay. Someone put me out of my misery.
Okay, we'll call up Herbie.
Okay. I won't give him my peanuts.
Damn.
You like peanuts, apparently.
Yeah, Kemper said so.
And who are we to believe that Kemper ever lied?
Listen.
I believe he lied a lot.
All right. Now what?
Well, I think we're done.
Are we?
Yeah.
This feels really short.
It was short, but you know.
I think this is our shortest episode of recent. And I'm okay with that. Wow.
We can preview what our next episode will, what our next serial killer episode will be, at least.
Who's our next serial killer?
It's gonna
John Benet Ramsey.
Yeah, she's the serial killer. No, it's gonna be BTK.
BTK. Oh!
I love that boy band.
Yeah.
What does BTK
So
say?
our next bind, torture, kill. So yes, our next episode will be about Dennis Rader, the BTK strangler, or just BTK.
Well, I'm excited.
Oh, look at you.
What?
It's so close to a hometown murder.
It is. He's from Pittsburgh, Kansas.
It's just missing an E. Do we have hometown serial killers? We have to, right?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look that up.
I'm looking it up.
We have Richard Scott Bombhammers.
He's a former immigration attorney and spree killer. He's a spree killer, not a serial killer. There's a difference.
What's the difference?
Well, so technically, what's his name? The dude we just talked about for an hour?
Mullen?
Yes, he is a serial killer turned spree killer. So serial killers tend to take more time between their kills. Spree killers, so like that night when he killed 6 people, that's a spree.
Okay.
I think there is a technical difference. Let me find that. God, I'm on an FBI list right now. So the general definition between us, the general definition of a spree killer is someone who kills 2 or more victims in a short time in multiple locations. So the lack of a cooling off period is the difference between a spree killer and a serial killer.
The closest thing for Pittsburgh is talking about that the disappearance of that 23-year-old who was like
Dakota?
found... Yeah.
Are you on Reddit?
No, I just looked up Pittsburgh.
Because I'm on Reddit. There's a whole bunch of murders from 2011 to up to Dakota, which was in 2017. And there's evidence to suggest that they were all linked.
Yes, because they were all on Grindr.
And they're all pretty spread out. There's 2011, 2012, 2014, 2014, 2015, and 2017.
Well, yeah, but the link is they were all from Grindr. Which is why I don't have it. Hey. But yeah, other than that, there's really nothing here that I can see.
That's crazy. I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, come on, Pittsburgh.
Step up your game.
Jeez. Oh, well, no, don't.
Some of us out here are really just trying. You want
trying to do what?
No, what do you think?
I don't know. What would this killer be called, though? The Potato Patch Killer?
probably would have to do with Grindr if it was proved that they were all linked. Like, if it was like they were all connected, rather.
Yeah.
I'm just vibing to the background music.
So the spree killer that we had was a racist thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
He killed Jewish people.
Oh, well. That's in chat.
But I think that's the end of our episode. Unless we have a
Yeah,
wanna,
long periods
unless
of
we have
silence.
a fun thing that we want to say, so we don't end on a downer.
Skedaddle, skedoodle. Your dick is now a noodle.
And there it is.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Like we said, our next serial killer episode will be the BTK, but who knows what our next actual episode will be? Depends on what I edit and when we get it out and when we record.
Yeah.
But thank you for listening, and let's take care of business now at the end. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to share this video with your friends.
Yeah.
Remember to follow us on Twitch.
Comment below as well.
Comment below. Email us with questions.
Tell us who your favorite serial killer is. Maybe we'll do an episode on them.
Yes. Follow us on... Did I say Twitch? Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And also...
On
a
Facebook.
new one. Follow us or like our page on Facebook.
Follow us.
Follow us on Facebook.
Please.
Yeah. We are
Maybe
on.
get into your Facebook Messenger and tell your friends about us, you know?
Yeah. Maybe
Send
maybe if you like us,
some
we'll message you some sweet nothings.
maybe
We
we'll
won't.
send you a
I
meme.
won't message you anything. I won't do that.
And by that I mean we're gonna message you the words sweet nothings.
Or the entire B-movie script.
Ooh, that's the
Ooh,
sweetest of nothings.
It's gonna be a no from me, dog.
Also, watch the B movie musical on YouTube.
Oh, I still haven't seen that yet. I was the one who was like, guys, you need to watch this, and I just like never watched it.
I haven't
I never
watched
did
it yet
watch it.
either.
All right, but I think that's it. Follow us on all the socials and everything is down below that you need a link to.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you next time. So saying goodbye, it is Frankie.
It's Ian.
And Jordan Ringworm Turner.
All right, see you guys.
Sayonara.